Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the Week 2 Start Bench Advice Show. And we're going to be sitting here answering your questions for about 50 minutes, doing it live, tearing into every single one of your questions as best as I can. The Fantasy Football Show morning show. The Week 2 morning show begins right now, broskies. File on in. I don't know why my intro's not working. Intro incoming.
The FantasyFootballShow.com studios.
It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live!
Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
So we've got, a lot of things to discuss here as we walk into this week number 2, but we're probably going to handle a lot of the start sit questions. Let me see if my soundboard and everything's working now. Let's try that. I don't know. I don't have anything. I got to restart, but that's all right. Oh, there it is. We're back. So Kelsey is good to go. I don't know. The soundboard's not working. I'll have to do everything manually. Okay, here we go. Time for some foosball, ladies and gentlemen. Start Bench show begins right now. Some super chats. Flowers to the moon. Absolutely. Thank you for the super chat, Kyle. Appreciate you. Let's get to it. I'm going to start digging into some of these questions here. Spacula with the first super chat of the day. Musgrave or Shaheed. Probably say Shaheed, but I mean, that could go either way, my guy. Either way. Appreciate your super chat. Sending you to the moon for the first super chat. Let's go. Let's get to the next one. Okay, it looks like my board's working again. Kyle, $20 hauler from Kyle Howard. Kyle to the moon. Flowers to the moon. I didn't even see that was a $20 hauler. Let's go, Kyle.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Kyle coming in hot with the first super chat, or the second super chat being a $20 bill, and he wants to send flowers to the moon, and to the moon he goes. This one right here from Rel7, pick one running back, one flex, Javonte, Kelly, Garrett Wilson. Kelly's your safe play. It's not the easiest matchup, but Kelly's your safe play. Touches will probably be there for him more so than any of the other two in terms of at least opportunities, but it isn't the easiest matchup, and I'm not saying he doesn't do well, but I think the expectation's super high, and we just don't freaking know. We just don't know. It could be one of those things where everybody's expecting this total, crazy situation, but at the end of the day, we're not getting exactly what we're expecting. It's a tough call, bro. It's Garrett Wilson's a stud. Garrett Wilson is a stud, and many people want to sit a stud because he's got a tough matchup. I understand why, but I just want to remind everybody the old adage, start your studs or be upset and put your head through a wall, in the afternoon. So that adage is something that grandma told me one time, and I sometimes live and die by it. But Kelly might be potentially a borderline running back, high-end running back 2 this week. So you just got to ask yourself, do you believe in little Garrett Wilson enough to throw him into your lineup as a stud, as a wide receiver 1? I don't know. Some of you are asking me Garrett Wilson versus Kelly when Garrett Wilson's being relegated to your wide receiver 3 or flex role when I don't really know who's in front of him. Dotson, Pickens, or London. I'm going to probably say Dotson of that combo and that variety. There's Garrett. Garrett, you're the Mike Thomas guy, right? Where's Mike Thomas this week? How about that Olave? Pick 2 PPR, Breece, Pacheco, or Terry or Roshan. I'm going to go Pacheco, but I love Roshan. Roshan is just tough to count on 100% yet. Rock Out says PPR, McLaurin, Javonte, JSN, or Dobbs. Probably rolling with Dobbs as the safe play here. McLaurin has a little bit higher risk because he's been dealing with the turf toe. I'm sure he's not 100% yet, but McLaurin's higher risk, but probably higher upside and reward. Start Muth or Kincaid. I would go Kincaid, but that's me. It's another risky, aggressive dice roll, and I'm a little crazy. And I just think that Buffalo, like the Eagles on Thursday, are going to try and see what can we do to make this quarterback's job easier. And I do think the Buffalo Bills say, let's not have Mr. Josh Allen being forcing this situation. Should I start A.J. Dillon? Depends on your options, T-Dot, but he's a very nice play. No doubt about it. Overcome with a super chat. Don't kill me, but I traded away Chase for Waddle and Mixon in the Moo-Man League. That is not a trade I would have made, my guy. Oh, God, Overcome. I'm not going to hit the take a lap, but well, I don't know about that one, bro. Xavier, appreciate you. PPR flex spot. Javonte, JSN, London, or Pickens. Probably going to say that JSN is a high risk, high reward play. The safety move probably is, I would say London or Javonte, but that's a chat. Can we get the chat to vote on this, please? Please, chat. I'm asking you. This one's so close. I want Xavier to get as much help as possible, and I don't honestly have a very strong answer for this one. Part of me is just like, go JSN, because every other option just feels a little tiny bit risky. Start one flex, one rough one with Watson out. Dalvin, London, Dalvin, Shaheed. I would go split this one and hedge your bets. Go Dalvin over, maybe go London in one and Dalvin in the other. Shaheed's okay. He's safe. I mean, if you want safety, you could go Dalvin and Shaheed. But who do I drop for a defense? Oh, of these two? Probably Shaheed. So go. I don't know. I go London over Dalvin. You know, it's a tough matchup. The only reason I'd say maybe Dalvin gets good work, even though the yards per carry is low, is because, you know, are they going to try and break? I mean, do they try and break Dalvin or Brees, actually, in the fourth quarter? If they're losing, probably just don't play either one of them in the fourth quarter. I don't know. It's so tough to know. Kincaid, JSN, Roschon, and Dameon Pierce. I go Dameon Pierce. I think people are going to run away from Dameon Pierce, and they shouldn't. Dorsey with the super chat here. What's up, Smitty? Full PPR, Godwin or Zay Jones? Zay's safer than Godwin. Godwin's higher upside, but hard to say higher risk, but kind of feels like it. You know, offense, is Baker going to be on point every single week? When will that unfold? The offense worries the hell out of me. At the end of the day, it does. Chicago Bears, I think, bounce back in a major way, but they could be throwing the Bucks from behind. So maybe Godwin is safer. You know, maybe Godwin's good for a ton of targets in this one. Roschon or Dotson? Give me Dotson until Roschon fully takes over, because he's not necessarily taken over yet. And I think a lot of people are going to freak out, and they just, because he was my top pickup of the week, assume he's a guaranteed must play, and he's not really. Anthony, Dotson, JSN, Pickens. I would go Dotson for safety, JSN for a high upside, high risk. Overcome, flex Hall, Wilson, Roschon, or Kincaid. I think Wilson's a tiny bit safer than Hall this week, so I probably go Wilson over Hall just until we get Hall full go, which will probably be after this very rough schedule the first couple weeks. So flex PPR, Kelly, McLaurin, Javonte. Kelly's your safe play. McLaurin's your high risk, high reward, only because McLaurin's dealing with that injury. $20 hauler from Joe.
Alert. Super chat alert.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you, Joe. Pacheco, Flowers, Pickens, B. Hall. I love Flowers today. I do too. Let's ride with Flowers, Joe. Trust your gut, because my gut kind of tells me to go Flowers as well. Alex celebrating his membership of 10 months. Appreciate him. London or Puka this week. They're both really tough plays because they both have tough matchups. I guess you could go with the hot hand Puka right now until London proves himself. Going to be a tough matchup, though. James Cook, Dobbs, or Dotson. Cook is Dobbs, probably Dobbs. Dobbs is your safe play. Cook's pretty safe too. Dotson, I like Dotson, but maybe I roll with James Cook for safety in this one. But boy, that's a decision you're going to get wrong 50% of the time. I mean, we're all going to, even group think's going to get that wrong 40% of the time. Roschon Johnson, Kelly, or Javonte. Kelly's your safe play this week. I hate to cast doubt in your mind though. It's maybe it plays out differently than we think though. But Kelly is on paper and probably according to every single person on this planet the safest play. Volume's probably guaranteed. The yards per carry, the production, I don't know, but the volume will be there. Breece Hall, Dotson, or Zay. Some of these questions are so the same kind of different combos. They're all going to be questionable. Like, how do you sit Breece Hall? What if he pops off one run for an 80-yard touchdown? Dotson, Zay Jones. I guess Dotson's the safest play here, or the safest combination. I mean, Zay's pretty steady, but Dotson's got a little more reach and an upside perk. Dealing with injuries this week, full PPR, 2 wide receivers and 1 running back, Garrett Wilson, Dobbs, Hopkins. I mean, I guess I would go. I don't trust Jerry Jeudy yet. Elijah Moore's a nice, steady, easy play, I think, if you want steady Eddie. So you pick 2 between Hopkins and probably Dobbs and Garrett Wilson. The matchup's tough for Garrett Wilson. At the end of the day, though, bro, it's probably between Elijah Moore and Dobbs. I would lock Garrett Wilson, my stud, into my wide receiver 1 and Hopkins. And then I'm choosing between Elijah Moore and Dobbs. I'd probably go Dobbs. But if you don't want the risk of Garrett Wilson whatsoever, what's the worst that Elijah Moore could do? 6 receptions for 70 yards, and then let's say Garrett Wilson does catch a touchdown pass, but has 60 yards? I mean, what's the difference going to be, 4 or 5 points? So I guess, sleep a little better as you take your nap at halftime by going Elijah Moore, I suppose. It's a really, 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 really tough call, bro. Super, super close. Elijah Moore is probably like the more likely to not disappoint you. Garrett Wilson's just got the upside, so it's tough. 410 of you in here, punch that thumb up button. 410 of you and only 79 thumbs up. I know you're all busy right now, but please wipe your feet real quickly. Elijah Moore or Drake in the flex. Again, the difference between Drake London and Elijah Moore, if London does outscore him, is probably so small that it's just worth not the headache of missing hardcore on London. So I guess Elijah Moore is just a tiny bit like less stressful. Pyro looks like Roschon is moving to the number 2 role. Him or Jacobs you got to start Jacobs. Roschon's not ready yet to be, I think he's not ready for prime time quite yet. I'm not saying I don't love him. He's the pickup of the year potentially, but that doesn't mean he's necessarily been unleashed yet. Kincaid or Henry? I'm gonna go Kincaid. B. Hall or Javonte? That's a toss-up, bro. I wish I could come in here strong and tell you Hall or Javonte, but they are so close. I would lean Javonte by a hair. Drop Warren for Roschon. I'd rather have Roschon, but I want both, bro. I want both. I don't like this. I don't like you forcing me to choose between children. They're both pickups of the week, bro. But Roschon's ranked ahead on the waiver wire show. So have Gibbs, Kenneth Walker, James Cook, and Antonio Gibson. Drop Antonio Gibson. What's he done? Why does he deserve the spot over Jaylen Warren? Thanks for everything you do in the fantasy community. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you dropping a super chat and appreciation. That's very nice of you and kind of you. Aaron, appreciate you. Having trouble. I need to start one. Juwan Johnson, Tank Dell, or Troutman. I'm going to go probably Tank Dell here. Do I have Charbonnet on the bench as well? Smitty, you're the best. Thank you. Appreciate you. I would probably go Tank Dell. They're expected to give him more work. Juwan's not horrible, though. Start 2 running backs, McKinnon, Brian Robinson, Roschon, Kelly. Kelly has the volume, and probably go Roschon because he's got the talent and ability. He'll probably share carries to some degree. That's just how I would do it. But Roschon's a little bit of a risk. Understand the risk. And don't be mad at him if he doesn't get the volume yet. Should I start Dylan or Kyron Williams? Dylan. Kyron's got an awful matchup against the 49ers. So there you go. Need 2 flex. D-Hop, Warren, Dell, JSN, Bigsby, and Kendre. 2 flex, D-Hop. Give me D-Hop and give me JSN. But I love Warren if you're feeling frisky. He is definitely a decent play, and I think they want to have like a 40% workload going to him. It was a bad matchup in week 1. People are forgetting how good Jaylen Warren could be. Everett, Laporta, or Kincaid. Give me Laporta for safety, Everett for high risk, high reward, but Laporta for safety. Laporta is nice. Raul with a super chat. Raul says B Hall, questionable, or McKinnon. Kincaid or Kmet, probably go Kmet, but Kincaid's nice for upside if you want to swing big and you need a huge amount of points. But if it's a close race or you're up, you're projected to win, Kmet. McKinnon is risky. As risky as going Hall. I mean, Hall's questionable, but expected to play. Amari Cooper is unlikely to play, by the way, guys. So know that. And how do you sit Hall? I guess I go McKinnon if you're worried about it, and hope that McKinnon just gets more work, and they're like, hey, let's get Mahomes more on track. Let's keep this offense balanced. Let's get McKinnon out there. McKinnon's a big reason why they did well at the end of the year. Caught more receiving touchdowns than really anybody, and they didn't use them. So maybe they get back to the drawing board. I'm okay with McKinnon. DJ Moore or Zay Flowers. I'm going to go Zay Flowers season, baby. Buckle up. This is Zay's time to shine. Roshan to the moon. Lucas, I agree, but let's also be, responsible with it, and let's make sure we understand that if he does badly this week because they don't feed him, it's not his fault. You know what I mean? Like, he is a hold for sure. Pick 2, Flowers, Pickens, JSN, Brees. Go JSN and Flowers for me. And that feels crazy, but I like it. I don't know why. Brees is hard to sit, but I still love JSN, and he's steady. He feels good. You know what I mean? Swavey with the $2. Sharp, A-Chain, or Bigsby for standalone value. Just like in terms of not starting this week, I would just say at the end of the day, I want Charbonnet, but I want all 3. In terms of this week, Bigsby's probably your safe play, but in terms of on the year, they're all wanting. I want them all on my team because they're all on the waiver wire list. But if I got a rank, I would say probably Sharps long term. Mechie, who missed his rookie season last year. What's this news here? Hold on, let me pull up all the news is coming flying in here. Acute leukemia is active today. Mechie's active today. Okay. Amari Cooper aggravated his injury in practice Saturday. Is listed as questionable. Is not expected to play. I think I've got all the updates coming in here. So Hall versus Javonte. Javante's a tiny bit safer. Kirk, Mostert, or Judy. I go. Mostert's probably the safest, but Kirk is nice, higher risk, but higher reward. And I think Kirk's in for a bounce-back game to a degree. Brees or Dotson. Probably going to go Dotson for safety. Brees if you need a big swing, but Dotson feels a little bit safer. Kilpatrick, Kincaid, Kmet, or drop someone on the bench for Ertz. Give me Kmet for safety. Kincaid if you are like projected to lose, or you're down and you need a big swing, but safety is Kmet. I think Fields does better, so I think Kmet does better. My man Smitty, Swift on the bench, Roshan or Charbonnet as my running back 2. You got to go Roshan, who's coming off a big week. Don't freak out if he ends up screwing you and they don't give him the carries because he is a hold and a league winner. We're just unsure whether his usage was end of game or they're kind of changing and turning a page. It's tough to know. I have a feeling he's not starting yet, but he might grab a hold of 40% of the work, and how he does will determine hot hand approach during the game. Dotson, Christian Kirk, or Gabe Davis. Dotson for upside. If you need a big swing, Christian Kirk is steady, and I think he bounces back. I wish there was a hardcore cemented answer for that one, but there's not. Brees, Algier, or Jamal Williams. I would probably say Algier is your safest play here, VA. It just feels like I think everyone and their mother would probably go that direction too. Overcome. Bought a Swift jersey last night. Attaboy, Overcome. To the moon. Appreciate you making up for your trade, but hey bro, Waddle could bounce back, and anybody can get injured, and like a lot of things can happen. So, keep the faith and do your thing. Anthony says Garrett Wilson, Dotson, JSN, Puka, Zay, Pierce, London need one wide receiver and one flex PPR. Love the content. Gibbs to the moon. Jets beat the Cowboys. Let's go. Okay, Garrett Wilson, Dotson. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, and I'm going to give you a $20 hauler in a second here. Let me just say Dameon Pierce is locked in. Okay, you got to lock him in. I personally would either go Dotson or Garrett Wilson. I'd probably start my stud. But, I mean, bro, look, these are all very close. Can I get a chat help on this? Anthony dropped a $20 hauler. You're starting Pierce. Who does Anthony start with Pierce? Garrett Wilson, Dotson, JSN, Puka, or Zay? Can you please, I'm asking you, help out Anthony. Anthony, please look to the chat. I'm going to command multiple votes to help you on this one because this is too close. And you dropped a $20 hauler. Please, chat, help Anthony. Garrett Wilson, Dotson, JSN, Puka, or Zay. He's got to start one of that lot. I'm going to say put my stud in Garrett Wilson with Dameon Pierce, but that's me. And I know it's a tough matchup, but he's little Garrett Wilson. And I don't think I could sit him after a touchdown last week in a very impossible situation. Start one between Dotson, Dobbs, and JSN. Dobbs is your safe play. Dotson's higher risk, but does have a little bit more, I think, upside personally. But Dobbs' upside is still pretty good. Hall, Algier, Dotson, or JSN in the flex. I would probably go Algier because he is expected to get half of the work today, or they're planning on doing that, but hot hand could definitely get Bijan going. PPR flex, Roshan, Algier, Bourne, or Nakua. Algier, again, is the safest play here. Doesn't mean that there aren't other great options there that could pop off. You've got good options. They could be a problem all year in terms of you got good problems, but they're in the way, right? Tua or Lamar, London or JSN. I'm going to go JSN and Tua. You can't sit Tua right now. You just can't. Not unless you've got like Josh Allen or Mahomes or even Fields is in my opinion a must go this week, but so is Tua. 590 of you in here, only 176 people have wiped their feet. It takes 2 seconds. Hit the thumb up button for your boy. Roshan, Rashad White, Sutton, Elijah Moore, pick one. Give me Elijah Moore in this grouping here. But it's very close, my guy. Very close. 0.5 PPR, Garrett Wilson or Flowers. Give me Flowers season. Give the man his flowers to the moon this week. Loved your over-under video, underdog to the moon, underdog fantasy, promo code Smitty. Thank you, appreciate you, and expect that over-under. It's higher low, call it higher low. Higher low show coming soon. Every single week we're doing it. Kelsey to the moon, let's go. Higher low season, guys. Higher low season to the moon. This Kadarius Toney's an interesting higher low. It really is, because I think he could get half of this on a carry as they try and ease him back in. He's a risky guy to bank on for anything, though. He just feels like someone said yesterday, Russian roulette. It does feel like that. Love or Deshaun Watson with Cooper out. I go Love anyway, no matter what. Love season, baby. Love season. Okay, Thomas, $5 hauler. Appreciate your work, Smitty. Been holding Roshan since week one. Need a flex. Watson out. Bourne, Shaheed, or Roshan. Of those, I go Roshan. Shaheed's not bad. If you want to go Shaheed, I get it. I understand it. It makes sense. It's okay. You don't have to apologize to anybody by going Roshan. Just don't hold it against them if they don't give him the work yet. Freiermuth, Hurst, or Kincaid. I'm going to go Freiermuth for safety. Kincaid if you're down and you need a big swing. London, JSN. I lean JSN until London's matchup is just a little tough. Eric with the $2 hauler. Appreciate you, Eric. Next time attach it if you got a question. Thank you so much. Molly Water, thoughts on Pickens' hammy injury? If you got a better option, you look to it because there is concern about it, but there isn't a lot being made about it. Hamstring tightness doesn't mean he's out. Doesn't mean he's going to be necessarily hampered. These things happen, and they're not making a big stink about it, but it could pop up. Kincaid or Laporta? I'd go Laporta for safety. You probably want to just wait and see on Kincaid when you have a Laporta option. Then again, it's like if you're down and you need a ton of points, like Kincaid's, they might look to get him in the mix. Like Philly said, let's change some things, and you just might see him involved. But Laporta seems steady. And he's already been Goff's second favorite target all offseason. So we know the chemistry's there. 0.5 PPR, Tank Dell, Tony, or JSN. I lean JSN here. But Tony is kind of an attractive option. It's crazy, bro. It is. But It's something to think about, but I'm definitely going to lean JSN. I just like JSN a lot. Hall or Monty? Monty safer. Starting Saquon, bench. Roschon changes to wide receiver. Olave, A.J. Brown, Metcalf, bench Dotson, Elijah Moore, Pickens. No, this is the way to go. I mean, obviously you can't change to A.J. Brown. Metcalf and Olave, I agree with you. There's nothing to change here. You did a good job setting this, and appreciate you, and good luck. And, it's probably going to go, someone on your bench is going to outscore one of your starters. That's the way fantasy is, but you made the right, safe decisions, and it didn't leave some kind of, player on your bench that you should have put in, so you did a good job there. Sup, brother? Appreciate you, B. Have Bijan Algier and Connor starting, Najee, B-Rob, and Zach Moss on the bench. I start Najee Harris over Connor. Why are we starting Connor? I'm just not on this Connor train. Almost 600 of you in here, and only 237 thumbs up. Punch that thumb up button for me. Why are we sitting Najee? I mean, Najee worries me, but not when it's Connor. I don't know what we're doing there. Why don't I have the Pittsburgh game on here? Let me get that graphic fixed back up, because it should have it's like cropped or something. I was just looking at what time that's going off, and I don't even see it on my screen here. So let me put this back up here. Let me send this to myself. Miss Smitty just ordered food. I could smell it. Omelet of some sort, I believe. Okay, here's the updated schedule. I don't know why that Cleveland game was cut off. Why are we sitting Najee over Connor though? Like, I don't understand that. So I'm gonna go Najee, but that's me. If the chat disagrees, go ahead and drop a reason why, and I think it'll help out. Yo, says Furious. Appreciate you, Furious, coming in hot with a super chat. My man. Brofist Brad coming in with a brofist in the early morning here. Healthy scratch Foreman Roschon season. Yeah, I mean, that does help, right? I think if you have the Khalil Herbert Roschon situation and with Foreman out, there's a strong chance that these two guys do pretty well today if you're in need. Hopkins, Pacheco, Elijah Moore, pick one. I'm going to say Hopkins for safety, Pacheco for high risk, high reward, Elijah Moore something in the middle. If you want like a mix of upside and risk, that's somewhere in the middle, but Hopkins is probably your safest move. But sometimes we don't need safety. Sometimes we need a big swing, and Elijah Moore's kind of a big swing, but still probably pretty consistent. Pacheco, Khalil Herbert, Mooney, JSN, Kmet. I have Laporta starting. I probably go Pacheco in this situation, but boy, am I wavering. I'd literally sit over and hover over that button, and probably punch it last second. Got to start two: Hall, Javonte, Kelly, Pierce. Probably go Kelly and Pierce of those options. Hate to say it. Eric, thank you for the super chat. Smitty, have James Cook, Monty, and Brees on the bench. Do I put Brees in over one of them? James Cook, Monty, and Brees on the bench. James Cook and Monty. They're probably pretty safe, bro, this week. I expect to play Brees Hall over both of them very, very soon. I wonder if Hall's going to be a buy low coming out of this week. Just people are so impatient. They're going to be like, I guess week one was a fluke. I think there's an opportunity. Pick two, Brees, Zay, JSN. I'll go Zay and JSN for safety, but Brees and I guess Zay for upside if you need a big swing. But I mean, Brees could be limited, and if they're down, why would they run him in the late game? You know what I mean? Miss my chat. I also want to say keep up the good work, Caleb. Appreciate you, Caleb. Did I miss it? Let's see here, Caleb. Start one between Dotson, Dobbs, and JSN. I don't know if I missed it or if you're sending that. I thought I got that one. I'm gonna probably go Dobbs for safety and upside mix. JSN's a bigger risk, but he's always got amazing upside. You know what I'm saying? Like, always got amazing upside. It's just a matter of like, when does he fully get unlocked? I don't know. No one does. Dobbs is just steady right now. Ken Miller starting Jerry Jeudy or Drake London. Drake London for me. Monty, Javante, or Kelly. I think Monty's safest here. Pick 2, Javante, Pacheco, DJ Moore. I go DJ Moore and Pacheco right now, but it's super close. 1 point, touch 1 point. Wow. Etienne or Stevenson, probably, I mean, per touch? 1 point per touch? I mean, I'd probably go Etienne, but like Stevenson's a wild card in that format. I mean, I just don't know what we're looking at with Bill Belichick right now and how he uses the runners. And I'll probably go Etienne. Would you drop anyone for A-Chain? Flowers, JSN, Khalil Herbert, or Roshan? No, not of those. That group of players. Those are all strong, bro. Gabe Davis, London, or Roshan PPR. I'm probably gonna go Roshan in this one, but don't hold it against him and drop him or think he's not going to be a stud if they, for whatever reason, still hold him back. JSN, McLaurin, flex, or go McLaurin for high risk, high reward. JSN is a little bit safer, but it's crazy to say that because JSN might not get fully unleashed, and they when they run 2 wide receiver sets, he's not the guy that's out there yet, but I just think he's going to get better and better and better. McLaurin's got the turf toe. So, but because of the turf toe, I say McLaurin. Actually, I don't know if I said it the other way around. I didn't mean to. McLaurin, because the turf toe is the high risk, high reward. I guess I go McLaurin, and then I go Roshan over Khalil right now. But bro, that is a very tough one because we don't know. They haven't given us an indication. They will go hot hand. Pitts, Laporta, or Musgrave. I'm going to go Laporta. For right now, I think it's a smart move. Drop 1 for a kicker. Roshan, Lockett, JSN, Dotson, or Sharbs. You got to drop Charbonnet, but bro, you got to hover your finger over that button and pick him up. Or you, if your league allows it, you drop somebody after the games. And sometimes, like on Sleeper, you can do that. Even if they played, you could drop them and it'll say no longer on team, but show them in the bench. And then you pick up a kicker that hasn't played yet, and you see if you even need a kicker, and you just wait. But you got to know your league for that. Tyler Algier or Breece Hall. Tyler Algier's safer, my broski. Just a safer move this week anyway. Khalil Herbert or Garrett Wilson at flex. Khalil Herbert safer. Deonta Foreman is a healthy scratch, by the way. Yep, we've talked about that, Sean. And it makes Roshan a fantastic play. Trade Bourne and Joshua Kelly for James Cook. Joshua Kelly, the reason I pause isn't because I love Joshua Kelly long term or anything this season, but he seems like he can get a lot in a trade, and I just feel like, can you go like Pierce? Can you go a little bit bigger? But I mean, do I want James Cook over Kelly long term? Yeah, this week it's close. Start Moss over Dobbs, Wilson in the flex. I would go Dobbs over Moss, bro. No doubt. And I'm not putting Moss in over Garrett Wilson. Dotson or Hall. I'll probably go Dotson, my guy, for sure. Dylan, appreciate you. Dotson is safe. Bobby with a $5 hauler. Bobby says use Kelly, Kamara for Breece. Use Kelly, Kamara for Breece, or Kelly, Elijah Moore for Watson. Kelly, Kamara for Breece. You mean a trade? Yeah, I'd rather Breece, Kelly, Elijah Moore for Watson package. Yeah, I like Watson. Watson, Kamara for Moore. Have K9, Bijan, Olave release. I mean, Bobby, I'm a little confused as to what's going on here. I would take that Breece Hall trade in a second, but package Watson and Kamara for Moore. We need more time for that, Bobby. Not on a start bench show, but I would say, yeah. I mean, of course. What do we cook up? I don't know right now while we do this, but I would say definitely I would go get Breece Hall before the game. You might be able to get Breece Hall after the game too. $20 hauler.
Alert. Super chat alert.
That's my boy. Lego, $20. Appreciate you. Good luck today, everyone. Appreciate you, Smitty. Look at Lego coming in with a $20 celebration. Thank you. Just what a generous, selfless man. To the moon.
To the moon.
Lego to the moon. To the Lego moon. PPR 5 points per reception. Am I looking at that right? Elijah Moore or Khalil Herbert? Elijah Moore. Is that right? 5 points per reception. Both tough matchups, Scary Terry or Romeo Doubs. I go Doubs. Start Javonte or Roschon. I probably go Roschon with Foreman out, but it's tough. Waller or Musgrave. I go Waller. Andrew, Evans, Brees, Gabe Davis, JSN. I'm going Evans off the touchdown game, but obviously you could get that wrong. It's a very tough one. Flex, Javonte, JSN, or Dotson. I'm going to go Dotson probably if forced in this situation. Rest of season, Tua, Fields, or Anthony Richardson. I'm going to go Fields. And Matt, I'm going to say on this one, Matt, I'm going to say, let's see here. Rest of season, yeah, Fields. On this one, I'm going to say PPR, pick one, Lockett, Garrett Wilson, or Roschon. I don't know. This one's so tough, Matt. I mean, is Lockett a safe play? Sure. Is Garrett Wilson a stud, and do I sit him? Probably not. Is Roschon a good play with Foreman, a healthy scratch? Yes, but Khalil's still there. I lean Garrett Wilson slightly, but that's a close call, bro. It's like literally, a nail-biting, down to the wire, finger over the button, last-second move, and it's just a matter of, can you sit Garrett Wilson? Start 2 Brees, Rachaad White, Kelly, half PPR. Probably going Brees and Kelly. I don't think I could sit Brees Hall for Rachaad White, who's not even a good play anyway. You know what I'm saying? Elijah Moore, Herbert. I'm probably going to go Elijah Moore in that context. 0.5 PPR. I'll probably go Elijah Moore in that context. And pick one, Roschon Johnson, Kelly, or Garrett Wilson. Same question kind of over and over to a degree with different combinations. So, you're going to hear some of the same answers. But Joshua Kelly's guaranteed a little more production than everybody else, so that's the safe play. Roschon's the high risk, high reward. Garrett Wilson's a stud. How do you sit him? Tennessee Mike, you have 15 seconds. Go.
What's up, Smitty? I got CeeDee Lamb and Jordan Addison as my wide receivers. I need some flex help. Garrett Wilson, Khalil Herbert, or Zay Flowers?
Zay Flowers. Go get him. I mean, it's close, bro. You're gonna get it wrong 40-50% of the time. This is just the way it is. But Flowers to the moon. Later. Flowers, Gabe Davis, London, Javonte, start 2. Go Flowers. See how it's always in the question whenever someone asks or there's another question? It's always the next question. Flowers again. And I'm probably going Javonte here in this scenario. This one's drop Dotson, Moore, Waddle, or Metcalf. Drop one? You can't drop Metcalf or Waddle, bro. What are we doing here? You got to drop Elijah Moore over Dotson. But that's tough because he could have a really good day. You know what I'm saying? Trade James Cook plus Puka for Kenneth Walker. Only if you like winning and you like taking advantage of the Puka crave. Jimmy the Drunk, with every lineup you influence every week, I would say, in a sense, you have about 30,000 fantasy teams. Yeah, and a lot of pressure. While I'm eating my omelet and I'm trying to enjoy the first quarter, and then all of a sudden I get I start Elijah Moore as a touchdown catch in the first 5 minutes, and then I think about all the times I was asked about Elijah Moore. It's a little stressful while you're eating your omelet. You know what I'm saying, broski? All right, I'm going to go to the speed round Q&A with just green names to give my YouTube exclusive members the respect they deserve for being YouTube exclusive monsters. And we're going to go ahead and answer every green name question as fast as I can in repetitious fashion. Let's ride. Green names only. Let's go. Mixed with super chats. What's up? Brees says Jesus. Let's go. Ridley, as long as there's minimal wind, says Matt O. Responded to somebody. Let's ride. Green name questions. I got you. Gravy in the building. Green name Gravy. Appreciate you, Gravy. Who else we got? Flowers or JSN? Flowers. Kincaid or Komet? Komet, I don't know. Komet for safety, but I love Kincaid. Do I have Walker? Drop Charbonnet for Roschon. You got to keep Shards. Try and grab both. Muth or Laporta? Laporta. Denver Broncos versus Bills defense. What about it, Tony? Start James Cook or DJ Moore. I go DJ Moore. Godwin or Dobbs. I go Dobbs by a hair. Calvin Austin, Warren, or Kincaid. I probably go Warren for safety. Calvin Austin for huge play. And Njoku Muth on Monday, probably Fryermuth. Tony or JSN. Musgrave or Ferguson, Musgrave. And Njoku, Higbee, Henry, probably going to go with Higbee. DJ Moore, Tyler Algier. DJ Moore is higher risk but higher reward. Tyler Algier safer. Start Wilson or D-Hop. Hop is safer. Sam, appreciate you. D-Hop, Godwin, Puka, pick 2. I go Godwin and Hopkins. Puka's injured and has a tough matchup. Start Brees or Rashad White. I go Brees. Hunter, Henry, and Kincaid. I go Kincaid. Let's see here. Javonte, Roshan. I'm going probably Roshan if you want to roll that dice. Tony Bourne, Dobbs. Go Dobbs. Elijah Moore, Dotson. Let's ride. Start one. And on that Elijah Moore, Dotson, I'm going to go probably Elijah Moore for safety, Dotson for high risk, high reward. Start one, Dotson, Kirk, or Hopkins. Probably Hopkins. How do you sit him? And Musgrave, Ferguson. All right, back to some of these super chats. I apologize. Angus, you got 15 seconds, bro. And then I'm hanging up. I got to go.
Smitty, Brees Hall, pick 3. Brees Hall, James, DJ Moore, George Pickens.
You're cutting in and out, bro. You got 10 seconds. Your phone cut out, Angus. I'm sorry. Your phone shotted the bed. It shotted the bed. Omelet for me. Thank you. Omelet on Vampy. Thank you, Vampy. Moonshot for the $10 hauler. Appreciate you. This one's here from Try and enjoy your omelet, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you dropping the super chat, my man. Tua or Fields, full PPR. This week, I don't blame you for going Tua, but long term, I do believe in Fields. This is a tough one. Pat's D's tough schedule. I mean, if it's me, I'm starting the guy I've been touting all off season long, and that's going to be Fields if it's me. But I cannot blame anybody at all. And this right here, tough schedule. Would you drop them for the Bucks, Miami, or Indy? No, probably not. It's a really close call though. You're live, Nick.
Mike Evans or Tyler Algier, half PPR.
Even Steven, Algier's a tad bit safer. Mike Evans has just more upside because he's not splitting time and they could be playing from behind. I mean, I expect the Bears to win the game, but you never know, coming off of week 1. So I do expect the Bucks to be throwing. So it's a tough call, bro. I mean, Algier's just steadier. Evans is higher risk, higher reward. You just got to pick your poison, bro. I wish I could give you a cemented answer. If I was on the clock right now and I had to make a decision, I guess I go Algier, but I mean, sitting Evans is tough. I wish you had a different option. Nick, appreciate you. Later. Higbee or Kincaid? Higbee safer. Kincaid's higher risk, higher reward. Charles T. That's a tough one. I probably lean. I guess I lean with the matchup. I probably lean Kincaid. It's not for everybody, but that's the way I roll. Higbee's a tough matchup. Pittman, Dotson, Hall, Roshan, Dillon, pick 2. Give me Dotson and I guess Dotson and Dillon. Pittman and Dillon for safety. Dotson and Dillon for high upside, high risk. That's a tough one, bro. Brees Hall or Pickens. I guess I would go. I mean that Pittsburgh game, given that he's supposed to be still a little bit hampered, I don't think he's a bad play by any means, but at least you get to decide what the Hall news is. If the Hall news doesn't feel ultra limited, sounding, then I'd probably go Hall at kickoff of that Dallas game, which is in the afternoon. And then that way you're not left, hoping Pickens goes. Although you could pick up Calvin Austin and go Austin or Pickens on Monday night. And Austin is a swing, bro. He's a swing. He's a screw and lose your week or win your week swing. Like, it is a risky proposition. Like, no doubt about it. Thank you, Carter. Mac Jones or Stroud. I'm going to go Mac Jones. I know Travis Rowe is going to be excited to hear me say that. Superfish says Laporta or Kincaid. I go Laporta for safety, but Kincaid is a fun play, but Laporta for safety. Pick 2, rest of season, Nico, JSN, or London. I mean, bro, it's JSN in London by a mile. But, it doesn't mean Nico's not a good player, but that one's just easy for me. Fields or AR, I'm going Fields. That's easy. 10 minutes, let's freaking go, says Hayden. Appreciate start Brees or James Cook. Cook safer. And because that game is now the Buffalo, you got to decide now. Cook safer. I hate to say it, but he is. Smitty, get the glasses ready. The Tua glasses. Let's go. Hayden, Justice Hill. My running backs are trash. I don't like Justice Hill this week necessarily, but he's okay. Roshan or CEH. Roshan easily. Omelets to the moon. Smitty, get the glasses. Thanks, Maurice, says Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill, what was your question? Dollar Bill said start Brees or James Cook. Cook is safer. I don't like it. I don't like it. It is what it is. Depends on what you need. Safety or what. Brees is hard to sit, my broski. He is a tough player to sit. How do you sit Brees Hall? London or Roshan? I probably go Roshan here. It's a high-risk, high-reward play, but with Foreman a healthy scratch, Roshan's season might be upon us. Last-minute question, Sanders or Gibbs? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Sports biased. Are you biased against Sanders for something? Gibbs is going to explode. Don't you see the circle behind this right here? Almost take a lap, but because you super chatted, I'll send you to the moon instead.
To the moon.
Roshan or CH full PPR. 8 minutes left. Countdown. Elijah Moore, Lockett. Elijah Moore, Akers. LOL, says Gavin. Javonte, Roshan, Godwin. I'm probably going to go, I guess, Elijah Moore there, believe it or not. Brees Hall or Roshan. Probably Roshan. Zay Flowers, Mike Williams. Probably Zay Flowers. Roshan, CH. Roshan. Tua or Lamar. I think I go Tua. That's tough, though. This one's from Gene Carlo with a $10 holla. Gene Carlo coming in strong to the chat here. Gene Carlo, appreciate you, my broski. By the way, let me fix this real quick. Good to go for week 2. That should be this. No question mark there. It's an old screen, but I just keep going back to it, so I want people to get confused. Van Jefferson or Kyren Williams, Atwell or Curtis Samuel. Neither. I would probably go Kyren and Atwell, and those are horrible. It's a horrible matchup. Like, I wish there was something better. I wish there was something better, bro. I wish I could help you better on that. But you got to probably roll with the better starts, even though they're not great. Like, is Roshan there? How about Calvin Austin? Bro, Monday night, roll the dice on Calvin Austin over Tutu Atwell in a tough Niner matchup. Then again, they're going to be down a lot throwing, so I don't know. Trust your gut on Tutu Atwell. Pick 2 wide receivers, 2 flex, full PPR. London, MT, Brees Hall. There I go. Dalvin Cook, Juju. I'm going to go London, Brees Hall of this variety, bro. It's like, how do you sit those guys for those guys? Like, I'm not sitting Brees Hall for those guys. Javonte or Pittman. Pittman's safer, but I start Javonte personally. That's just, I'm not ready to sit. Dotson or Brees, who do you go? Gut feeling, I'd say Dotson in that scenario. Gene Carlo, thanks again for your super chat. But Calvin Austin is a sneaky play. It's a high risk move. Don't get upset if it backfires. But I love him. Deontay's out, so flex Javonte, Zay, Brees, JSN. Probably say Zay's very safe, low upside. JSN's high risk, high reward, and Javonte's in the middle somewhere. So you need a big play, a big splash, go JSN and hope for the best. If it's PPR or half PPR, then at least you're getting those points. Half PPR, Javonte Williams or Brees. Javonte's a tad bit safer this week. I wish that wasn't so, but it is what it is, broskies, and doesn't mean we're down on Brees Hall coming out of this contest, though. We need to know that. No Watson in a dynasty. Yeah, Watson's hurting, bro. Jaden Reed's not bad. Gene Carlo over those options, and Calvin Austin over, some garbage options. Half PPR, pick 1. Josh Reynolds, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Freiermuth, Justice Hill, Sky Moore, or Jaylen Warren. I'm going to go Jaylen Warren here. I just feel like, everyone's forgetting that they want him to have like 40% of the work, and it was a very tough Niner matchup. Let me get Debo out of my face. Debo, get out of my grill. Go have a good game, Debo. Fields of Dreams, Bigsby or Charbonnet, Waller or Kincaid. I go Waller, and I probably go Bigsby over Charbs in this game. London or JSN, I go JSN. Pick one, Dell or Tony off waivers. I probably pick Tony this week, and I hope. Watch Dell, monitor Dell. He should get a lot more work this week, and then we'll know what to do. Hopefully he doesn't get so much work. Well, hopefully he does for people that have him, but hopefully he doesn't get so much work that he's the easy pickup of the week or something. He has been on the waiver wire list for a while, but Tony's got like that revenge tour week thing going, but I don't know. Trade Kamara and Kelly for Gibbs. Only if you like winning, Swavey. Go get Jahmyr Gibbs. You know what I'm going to say there, bro. And I appreciate you. What's up, Smitty? Happy Sunday. Start London or Javonte. I'm going to go Javonte. Javonte by a hair. Oscar, you're live.
Hey, Smitty, would you select Dotson or Roshan?
Dotson or Roshan? That's very, very close, bro. Very, very close. DeVar, I'm sorry I missed your super chat. I got you. Smitty, you didn't read my super chat. I'm sorry, DeVar. I got it right here. Hold on a second, Oscar. Got the Pierce and Goddard for Gibbs trade. Nice, bro. Pierce and Goddard for Gibbs. What's this guy doing?
To the moon.
Got him.
I mean, come on, bro. Put him in. Let's ride. Start Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, or Zay at the wide receiver 2. Elijah Moore's safe and steady. Garrett Wilson's your stud. I don't know. I guess go Elijah Moore if you need steady Eddie. Also Terry or Nico. I start Terry McLaurin. Nice job, DeVar. I'm sorry about missing your super chat. I got you taken care of, though. All you got to do is remind me. I will get to it. I just need to see that I missed it. Go ahead, Oscar. Repeat your question. You got to go quick.
No worries. Flex Dotson or Roshan?
Dotson or Roshan. Roshan's high risk, high reward, bro. Dotson's a little bit safer. It's still like a tough matchup. The Broncos, depending on how they line up against those two. I mean, maybe Dotson's the one that gets free. So I probably go Dotson, but Roshan's a fun play, and it might be the game that you see me excited. It might not be, though, where we come off going, it's Roshan season, told you last week. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We don't know yet. We have no idea. I know that Foreman's a healthy scratch. But, it's one of those risky moves. High risk, high reward versus Dotson being a little safer. They both got a little bit of risk, though. But Dotson, we can't write Dotson off. He's a moon man, All right, later, Oscar. Chat, vote for him. Start Zay Flowers or DJ Moore. It's hard for me to sit DJ Moore. I find a way to start both Flowers and DJ Moore. I find it hard to believe DJ Moore is your third wide receiver anyway. So is there something else, you're not telling me? Because how is DJ Moore your third wide receiver? What's up, Smitty? Happy Sunday. Start London or Javonte? Probably Javonte, my man. Probably Javonte. Pick 2, Brees, Pierce, Gibbs, Javonte, Roshan, Swift. Hit for 27 points. Nice work. This is Pierce and Gibbs, bro. I mean, Kirkwood, are you really asking me should you start Jahmyr Gibbs? I'm going to send you to the moon instead of taking a lap.
To the moon.
Get Gibbs in your lineup. What are you even thinking? Start 2, Roshan, Javonte, or Brian Robinson. Roshan and Javonte for me. I know Brian Robinson had 19 carries, but he also didn't do very much with them. Start 2, Roshan and Brian Robinson. And, oh yeah, that's the one I just said. Brandy, appreciate you. Brees Hall or JMO for James Conner and DJ Moore. No, Brees Hall, do not trade Brees Hall. No way. He's he's going to have a disappointing week maybe. Do not trade him. Pick 2, Hopkins, Ayuk, Kenneth Walker. Ayuk and Kenneth Walker for me. But that could go a bunch of different ways. Musgrave or Ferguson, I go Musgrave. But very, very tough call. Trust your gut because I'm literally forcing an answer with some of these like that one. Fields or Burrow, probably go Burrow. Fields or Tua, go Fields. Appreciate you all dropping your supers. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. Good luck to everybody. Kickoff is a-coming. These are my wide receivers starting Ridley, Evans, or Wilson, Ridley, Moore, Evans, and Flowers. Yeah. Ridley, starting Ridley and Evans and Zay Flowers probably. Ridley, Evans, and Flowers. I mean, look, DJ Moore. I'd probably go Flowers over DJ Moore for safety. Go DJ Moore for a big swing. There's not a lot of risk with DJ Moore, but I feel like Flowers is a little bit safer. Jeff says, best show. Thank you. Appreciate you, Jeff. Cam Akers not playing today. Is that report just coming in? Let me see. I mean, that's good for Kyron, but it is a horrible matchup if that's true. Let's see here. QB Rodgers. Okay, more about Rodgers. I can't confirm on the Cam Akers thing, but somebody said that. I don't know if that's true. At least just pick one, pizza or chicken wings. It's probably like just a combo, bro. I can't pick one. I'm sorry. That's Breece Hall's 8 feet tall. That's true. Bro, I said pick 2 and 2 flex. Well, I asked the question again. I see this, but I don't see the question. Ollie. Let's see here, Ollie. Hold on, Ollie. All right, here we go. UFC. Pick 2, wide receiver, 2 flex. Okay. London, Breece Hall, D. Cook, Juju, Kincaid, Kmet, Amari Cooper. I'd say London, Breece Hall, Dalvin Cook, MT. I guess, bro. I mean, those when you start getting past the first 2, it's like it's crazy tough, my guy. It's crazy tough. Like how you get that right? There aren't some of the Calvin Austins available, or, as we said, Elijah Moore, Calvin Austin, obviously Roshan, but Calvin Austin's crafty, probably better than some of those options like Lazard or, a tight end, So Calvin Austin's a freaking high risk, high reward play. It's very high risk. All right, guys. Appreciate you all. Thank you for the super chats. You guys are absolutely amazing. Ollie, hopefully that helped. Appreciate you, Ollie. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thanks to all of you. We got how many people in here? We got 379 still in here. Good luck. Happy kickoff. Congrats to all of you for making it through this tough, week 1 that we all endured together. Kickoff is underway. I will see you all after the games. I'm tempted to watch the games with you again here soon. Maybe week 3 we do that. At least the morning slate of games. Kickoff, Bengals. Let's see. We got 361. We'll hang out here for a second. Kickoffs. We'll just watch some of these kickoffs. KC. Look at the weather ain't as bad as people thought in KC. Jacksonville, it could change. Right now, looking like it's going to be the shootout maybe we thought it would be. It is what we thought it was. Okay. Houston, game kicking off. 312 of you in here. Appreciate you. Houston kicks it off. All these are going into the end zone. Fair catch at the 5-yard line. All right, we got the 8 box going here. Let's go. I need to get my red zone on here on the iPad. ETN, baby. ETN to the moon. All right, see you guys all after the games. Appreciate you.
Breece Hall is 8 foot tall. He will always answer the mother freaking call. Don't let him fall. In the third, don't stall. Just give Batman the freaking football.
He's Breece. He's Breece.
He does a whole of a job. A whole of a job. A whole of a job.
Breece Hall, please report to the moon.
He does a hell of a job.
Leave leave it on the fields.
Just in time.
Fields of dreams.
Fields like making love.
Outstanding in his fields.
Fields so good.
Fields general. My fields good. Uneven playing fields.
Battlefields tested.
Fields. Fields. He's for reals.
A top 5 wide receiver hides among the people. His cost of entry is near illegal. Few see him coming. Many stay away. His name is Chris Olave. A lion lives among us, posing as half-man, half-lawman. His golden mane is reportedly 6 feet long and is bathed in milk.
That's right.
His marvelous mane grows longer with each breath he takes. Legend has it that if you say T-Law in the dark in the bathroom 3 times, you lose your league instantly. Conspiracy fanatics have linked his triangle bone structure to the ancient pyramids and alien theory.